Hello and welcome again to Forgotten Temples of Cambodia. And these two are certainly neglected by the amount of visits they get, but let's hope they're not neglected by someone taking care of them. These two are Prasat Ponnareay. And yet again, we've got such a lovely name, haven't we? And I mentioned it once before, is some of these temples' names, if I was an author that was writing children's books, I would just go through a list of Prasats, temples. Because Ponnareay, I mean, a great name for a little bouncing puppy or something in a kid's book. The names I think are absolutely wonderful. And we do have something unique with dear old Ponnareay, and that is twins. I myself, in fact, am a twin. I have a twin sister, so allow me the indulgence. Hi, Nikki. We've never seen twins before. Now, we have checked around us and there's a line of stones here that would denote the edge of the platform, but over that way, there isn't. And the hill, because we're quite a way up, as you saw by the stair shot coming up, there's not enough space. Now, that is unique on its own. We may bump into another duo further down the road, but so far in all our travels, the first twins we've ever met. It's only a small one, so we're going to do our 360 and just put it in the catalogue. Right, so here we go at the front. It's always the best place to start at your 360, and we have a doorway. We do like a doorway. There's a plate in the way there, so let me... Oh, there's some large masonry on the ground, and let's have a peer up. And oh, look on the left there, we have a hole and a gaping big gap at the top, so some of that top has come down. It should not be that large. Now let's back on out and have a look at his chum. And there is where we've just come from. Notice that lovely sort of pyramid shape above the doorway. That would have held a nice bit of sculpture, but it has fled in the night under the arm of some thief who gained financially, but unfortunately we lost. And again we look up, and this one is in even worse condition at the top. You can see there that crack that's developing, and that is a concern, isn't it? But let's move on. There they stand, lock shoulder together, as they have done for all those centuries. Actually, it's now kind of reminding me of an aging couple. I don't know if you've seen that film Up, the one where the kid sort of floats away. The whole house actually floats away on a balloon. But there's this lovely old couple, and unfortunately, and now I think about it, the old man ends up by himself. Let's hope that's not the case here. But they are an aging couple that sit atop of this hill, staring out at all those changes. Can you imagine nearly 1,000 years what they've seen? And here on the backside we see a modern little platform. Now that is obviously for offerings and bits and pieces. And here's a plinth. We always see these, and as we always see, the statue is gone. And the more of these videos that I do, the more does it anger me? Well, it angers and saddens me in exactly the same dose, because I would really love to see, you know, the statues. And here we are on our last little jog round. And the brickwork is in remarkable condition. I mean, remember, there's no mortar that's holding this together. It's like some giant dry stone wall, but you don't have the benefit of interlocking jagged edges. And there we are. There they stand, the delightful duo, and they have a hell of a view. I can't really do a panoramic shot of what's around us because there's trees everywhere. But I'll head in that direction as we close up. So there is the duo that is Ponnareay. An early set of temples, as we can see by the brickwork. But Sven, our male model of a cameraman, has noticed with his very keen eye that the detailing, although worn, is a bit more intricate here than other brick temples of this time. So we could say it's later on in the period. They've developed their artistic skills and of course the engineering, because if you're moving bricks around to make it look a bit more appealing to the eye, you do have to think about the load factor and so on, and your foundations. So this could well be one that's later down the line in the development of early temple building. I do hope you've enjoyed this quick jog around. We are on top of a hill, we're getting a lovely breeze, and it has been a wonderful trip. Thank you very much for dropping by, and until next time, it's been Mr. B from Forgotten Temples of Cambodia.